Hello, everybody, and welcome to Soul Surfing Sunday. My name is Fawny D, and I have channeled the cards for the collective, and I hope that your energy drew you to me, and we are going to get started. I have been kind of on and off. I know that everybody's going through a lot right now. The energies are crazy. I know they're trigger moments at this point right now, and there's a lot of heavy negative energy out there. How we're surviving, I don't know because I have been going through it also, and it's like the dark night of the soul versus the good, and it's like they're in battle. And it's like I feel like if it's a cartoon, it's like Tom and Jerry, and you're running from this dark night of the soul that you've already went through and released, and it's like you can't catch it. You just keep trying to catch it, and you can't. So that's kind of what I'm going through right now, just to catch it and release it again. But it's you can't catch it because we already released it. If that makes any sense to you, I don't know. My world is just kind of chaotic, but yet I'm stepping back a little bit to observe because there's a lot to observe. And right now, with the way people are, when you step in and try to help, it's not helping. They don't want to be helped right now. They have to go on their own journey. They have to remember that they're on their own hero's journey. So take deep breaths, lots of deep breaths in and out, and make it slow. And watch for those trigger moments. If you get those and you got a chance to go off for about 10, 15 minutes and do some meditation, I highly recommend it. Okay, now today is, and I've been trying to get on for 2 days and I haven't been able to. And I always say, if it didn't happen, there was a reason. There's always a reason. There's a reason for a season. So let's go. Uh, Today is 4/26 of 2026, and it's a 22, which is a master number. You don't add that together. You leave it alone. It doubles in energy. And that is great because the angel number 22 is balance. Balance and harmony. And, we all look for that for so long. It's like the Calgon take me away moment. We look for that when we have those hectic days at work, the hectic days with the kids and the spouse, and the car broke down and we don't have enough money, and just a little bit of everything. And trust your intuition. That is a big thing. Your heart space, encouraging, finding peace. Make that your thing to do, because if you don't, then you're just going to, it's not going to be good. So, you got to encourage yourself to find peace within. Patience and connection with others. That is a big thing. I'm not good with patience. Nobody is, but we have to right now with this, the way everything is, we have to have a lot of patience. Now, we're going to start with the 29, which is an 11, which is another master number, and balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. And I really like this because the zebra has the stripes. And you always say, they show their stripes. She has a tattoo, and I like the way her hair is black and white. Choices. Are you going to go with the zebra and change your stripes? Or are you going to go with the sun? And you notice how her face is like facing the sun, and the sun is beaming off of her face. So I don't think she's going to change her stripes. I think she's going to make her decisions, but she's going to balance it out. And that's really what we need to do. Uh, just take some deep breaths. And that does work because my husband was in the hospital one day, emergency room, and he was hooked up to one of them breathing things. And I said to him, I said, do the deep breathing exercise, real slow, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and do it a few times. And he did. We were watching the monitor and it was going down. So it does work. And trust me, sometimes you feel like you're going to have a heart attack when you're going through that, or an anxiety attack. And it's always nice to know you have that, that breathing exercise. Then we got number two. The twos are really, really prevalent right now. I've been seeing 222 on the clock a lot, and also 1111, 1111, 911. So there's been a lot of like, I'm going to say magic around, magic everywhere at this point in little spots. Like my day, like if you look at the clock like that, there could have been a little bit of magic happening, a little bit of something different, or maybe pay attention to something we're doing. So it says, I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. Yeah, that's why when we meditate and clear our mind, see, when we're praying, it's different. We're praying for somebody to help, and, and we're talking, but we're not getting the message because we're talking. I've seen people listen to something for 2 seconds and change it. They have no idea what they were going to say. They just weren't interested. So when you're praying and you're praying for something you want or something you need, you're going to pray and then you're going to go on. What if you sat there and thought about what you wanted, had it in your mind, and then when you went into a meditation, you just cleared your mind completely because the Christ consciousness already knows. They already know what you're going to say, the ancestors, your spirit guide, everybody. So what you should really do when you're meditating is clear your mind completely and listen what's coming in, because that will be your answer. Your intuition is there too, remember, and your higher power and your ancestors. As somebody said, I am. I am who I am. You need to remember that. And we got transformation. I journey within to meet my higher self and to find true happiness. Sometimes, some days I get up and I put the readings off because it just doesn't feel right. The other day, I wanted to come on and it didn't feel right. So when it doesn't feel right, I don't do the cards. But last night, late, of course, it's going to be real late, I had to do them. But then I didn't put them on right away until tonight. Because tonight, I needed it. So I'm assuming, which I know, somebody else needed this reading too. Because this is a collective reading. Because I did get the message. The transformation, and the three is a divine. It's the Father, Son, and the Mother. And there's the owl of wisdom, always there for us, always watching, always learning. the green, the emerald. She's got, and if you, she's got her cane, but if you look at her, she is paying attention to both the front and back. Her head is sideways, but her eyes are watching because she is going within, but she's going to meet her higher power. She's trying, so she's concentrating on both of everything around her. And that's what we need to do. We need to observe. She's basically observing, and that's a good thing. So, the cards really want, I mean, these cards really want to come out because they miss me, I guess. So I've been doing this a lot. We got a 43, celebrate life. 43 is a 7. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. This was an amazing card. I mean, how could you get any better than that beautiful card? Look at the energy are coming out of her hands, beaming out of her crown. The white wolf, there's a frog. I absolutely love my frogs. I have a lot of feeling towards the picture. It's got the eagle for freedom, the wolf, the white wolf, the tiger. It's like a leopard. I think it's a tiger. The hummingbird. The hummingbird is a very fast and aggressive little bird, yet it's tiny, but it's brave. And there's just wings. She's got wings. She can fly. And there's just energy all over this card. But you know what? Look at the card. Not only look at the energy, but look at the card. And I've kind of noticed with the frog a lot. And my husband learned something new about the frogs the other day. We have a frog hotel right in my window, so I can watch the little frogs at night on the window. They eat the bugs. So we have about 15, 20 of them there. They're in their little garden and all kinds of stuff. Well, we noticed the other day we had a lot of smoke from all these fires in Florida. And it was coming through here like crazy. I mean, we had smoke for 2 days. And the frogs and the lizards didn't come out. They weren't out. I see lizards coming up their pole too. And they were in their tubes. I could see them. We could look down, but they did not come out. So I said to my husband, what's up? And the day that all the smoke cleared out, we didn't notice any smoke. It was like 3 days. They finally started to come back out. Now the squirrels and the birds came out. They were fine. They smoke out there and everything. But the reptilians, the lizards and the frogs, did not come out during that smoke. So I'm assuming that these frogs are very intelligent and they adapt to their surroundings. So with the wings, she can fly. With the frog, she can adapt to her surroundings. With the eagle, she can fly, she can see beyond. The fox, she can hunt, it's smart, she's smart. The leopard is fast. The hummingbird is aggressively territorial. There's so much in this card, and the energy coming out of her. We will get there. People just don't believe us right now. They think we've lost our damn mind, but we haven't. And there's so many cards that wanted to come out in this deck, and usually I only get one or two. The next one we got, and I just Couldn't believe we got this. We got 9, Archangel Raphael. I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. We are supposed to get to the point where we can heal ourselves. Our creator, I am, source, God, whatever, gave us that power to heal ourselves. And with the light opening up at this point, the great awakening, us awakening to the fact that we have the I am within, and always did and always will. We just had to find it. I know it. And that's, to me, there's the white feathers. That's the angel calling card. It looks like he's healing his wing. Interesting. And we got 8, the healer. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. And she's got a beautiful quartz crystal, feathers in her hair, and a bear, looks like a cinnamon bear, right beside her. And she's recharging her energy with that crystal. She's healing. She's healing herself, getting ready to heal others. She will be a service to others, as too we can. Remember. Now, okay. There was only one of those. Somebody asked a question during this before this reading. Somebody had a question in mind. So I got an answer for somebody. I had a question too. I'm not going to give it away. And I'm glad this came out. Trust your intuition. And the answer to your question is yes. But trust your intuition on it. I love this question. Once in a while it comes up because it really needs to, I guess. So remember who you are. You carry stardust in your bones, your ancestors' wisdom in your blood, and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. She's trusting herself. She's walking into something she has no idea what it is, but she's going because she feels that she needs to and she knows it's safe. She can feel the energy she's walking into. And that's what we need to do. We need to feel the energy that we're walking into. And if we don't have good feelings, we need to turn around and go. I was watching a thing the other night, and there was a little girl. There's unusual things that happen. A little girl standing out front waiting for her brother to get home from school, and she heard a voice. It was real light, and it said, "Go inside." So she turned around and went inside. Well, a few minutes later, her brother came home, and the camera of the house showed a car behind her brother that had pulled in, and a guy had got out. And when he seen the brother, he got back in the car and left. They replayed the video, and they could hear that woman's voice say, "Go inside." So you know what we have, if we listen, we have that. We have that little voice, that intuition. And it could be us. It could be our higher self. It could be our spirit guide. It could be our creator. be the I am. I mean, hey, we don't know, but we should listen to those things. As long as it's not, we know that it's not going to harm us. If we're not going into harm, I mean, don't be that, we're not going to be that, we're going to use common sense with this. So, the beginning, there's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. You know, we're kind of all going into a new beginning. When the EBS goes off and the lights go out and we start watching the movie, when we're done with that, we're gonna have a new beginning. And I'm pretty sure if they show everything that we have seen in the background of what this movie is going to be, we need to be ready because it's going to be traumatizing. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. You know, I keep reminding myself of this, and I even say it in front of my husband. He gets pissed off. um, I try, you know, you try to keep saying that because in this world, the way it is now, you can get really depressed really quick. It would not be hard. And especially, you know, you got to be careful with rough energy. If you are around people that have rough energy going on, and they haven't went through the dark night of the soul, they're hanging on to the end of the world, they're hanging on to the past, and they're going through the motions, and it's not a good thing. It's not good for anybody in that scenario. So we got to remember that because you know there's beautiful flowers growing right there. They're starting to sprout. So why would we want to do that to everybody around and ourselves? I think we need to be patient. Patience is a very hard thing for a lot of people, and we got to let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simple path, it appears, and vice versa. Yeah, it kind of is simple. I tried something the other day, and you know, because they keep saying it's computer, da 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 da. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So I have a journal. Plus, you know, you got the computer, you can put something on. I typed something out on the computer, and I wrote something in my journal. And I put hashtag in front of it. Hashtag happy, hashtag new home, hashtag money, hashtag, you know, like I was writing on the computer. I already got two things that happened. So we'll see. I do, you know, manifest that, get it out there, see how it's gonna work. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna or it is, but we'll see. So, you know, what I do is I start out with some of these cards, and this kind of gives us an idea of what the oracles are going to bring. I'm more of an oracle person. I do use some tarots to clarify the oracles, but I'm not big. I don't do the tarots as much. I like the stories that the oracle gives because I'm more of a storyteller. So we got I got the Soul Helper Oracle. And we got a number 16, and I really like this one. It's to conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. You know, it's interesting. We're getting all these lizards, and these reptilians are so, you know, they even grow their tail back. I mean, they're so versatile. Even when that one year that I heard that they freeze and they fall out of trees and stuff, but they're not dead. They're kind of like in a shock hibernation or something. I remember I know some guy down here picked them all up because he thought they were dead. And he was driving down the road with the radio on, and they all got up and wanted to dance with him or something. They were all awake. Turned the heater on, and that was it. So yeah, about 10 big iguanas in his car, but I had a heart attack. I'm good. Okay, let's get this going. Conforming can be a positive in certain situations. For example, when someone conforms out of politeness. This card has a warning for you, however. To live means to bravely follow your own path. Following the paths of others means, in a sense, dying, withering inside. You merely exist on the paths of others, but you cannot live. You will find the light of your own life only on your own soul path. Recognize and acknowledge your lies and errors. It is a mistake to believe that you can please everyone and follow their wishes. It is impossible. You have been dazzled by the bright kaleidoscope of colors of those who rob you of your strength and your light, and you have lost yourself in them. You have conformed as a chameleon would, and you are making their resonance and opinions your own. It is time to realize this and learn how to say no. It is time to have only your own colors in your life, to feel only your own happiness, to let your own light shine out. Inner life or inner death, which do you want and who are you? It is now time to rebel, to start a revolution. Free yourself from your lower negative energies and decide who you want to be. The moment has also come to share this with the world and those around you. Do not hesitate any longer. Your soul is speaking to you. Listen to your heart, to your feelings. Listen to your own truth. Wow. I just said that. It's like if we are all unique, one thing in our own way, but we're all brothers and sisters, and we are a collective within our heart space, within our creator. We have to help our fellow brothers and sisters to an extent, but we can't go around all that negative. It just drains everybody. It just makes you feel like you're in a coma. We can't do that to ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves first. Because just say, okay, you didn't take care of yourself. You hung out with this person for a long time. You're doing all kinds of shit, and you can't get out of that slump. You're ready to just end it all and call it quits. What if your mission wasn't that person? Your mission was the next person, and you got totally wrapped up in that person, and this other mission didn't get done, and that was to save somebody. So I mean, you gotta think about the balance of it, I mean, it's something to ponder and think about because there's always something behind something. Reasons. Your helpers for the next 21 days is the power animals, the tiger. The herbal essence oil is tea tree oil. The healing crystal is white agate. It's the peace agate. And the number is 7. That's interesting. I think we got a 7. Did you? I think that's somebody talking about me. 7. What was 7? We had 7. I love seven. Seven's a good number. Seven indicates that you should only trust the magic of your heart. You will be given the gift of light that makes a deep connection between you and the mysteries of your life. Over the next few days, fill your soul path with love, even more than usual. Love every moment, love everything and everyone, and you will become the magic of your heart. The energy field of number seven is like a gateway of light. It is death, birth, magic, light, and the completion of a stage in life. Number seven brings new soul paths. That's perfect because we are going on new soul paths. And she's ready. Look, she's looking at that chameleon going, I know. He's like, you're to conform is die inside. You're conforming. She's like, I know. But yeah, that's always a good one. I really like that one. So this is so far, I knew the balancing was really out there with everybody. 'Cause I've been like a ping pong ball. It's just not good right now in my world. But I'm making it and I'm helping some friends and I'm doing some stuff and I'm just being me. You know why we help people? Because we want to forget our, when we're helping other people and they're happy. We get happy. We don't think of our world that's unhappy. So it's all good. Okay, now, this popped out, and I usually don't take two cards on this, but I did because this was a 39, and it's a 12, and it's a 3, and it's a divine number. Now, this message is very interesting because do you remember when I first started talking, I said it was like people have not went through the dark night of the soul, and then the ones that haven't kind of pulled us back into that dark night of the soul because they keep bringing this crap up because they haven't released it. Well, the time of guilt and shame ends now. So that's what's happening. We are being pulled back from think, thinking of it, thinking of the past and the bad things that happened to us, bad things we did, or whatever was up. Now we're pulled back into it. So we have to remember that the time of guilt and shame ends now. We left that back there for a reason. So if anybody's pulling it back out of the mothballs and sticking it in front of your face, walk away. Trigger, 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 walk away. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. That was the best advice all night. And look how sad she looks. And the little bird, the bird is trying to get her attention. She's not even looking at the little bird. She's in her purple gown. She's got beautiful golden flowers in her hair. And the sun sets there. And the bird is purple with yellow in it, kind of like her dress and her. It's You have done something wrong. You have made a wrong decision or allowed your baser emotion to lead you astray. But you now have the inner greatness, the self-awareness and ability to be true to yourself, to recognize this. But have you also asked for forgiveness? Whatever is weighing you down in your past or present, whatever makes you feel small or bad, whatever you are remorseful about, now is the time to transform it. Mistakes are made so we can mature, so we can learn from them and grow. The time has come to forgive yourself. You have drawn this card because you have been feeling remorseful or even shame, perhaps only recently or for some time. However, it is okay. You have recognized it and you are sorry. So forgive yourself so that you can return to your soul path and continue on it cheerfully and with a light heart. Begin to love yourself just as you are, with all your weaknesses and strength. The more you accept yourself and acknowledge every side to your nature, the more complete and fulfilled you will be. Get rid of all the emotion and start to love yourself completely from now on. This love will then lead you to new dimensions. God. Conduct a small forgiveness ritual. The time has come to release all feelings of guilt and shame. The darkness never stops spinning its web in an attempt to catch and paralyze us, spreading its base vibrations and weaving them around as we ensnared us. Recognize this and free yourself from this web. Humility and repentance are good, but do not become trapped in them. Your helper for the next 21 days, the power animal is the J. Herbal essence oil is Damascus rose. Healing crystal is the pearl, and the number is 3. 3 indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love them and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. The number teaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number three's energy field brings about diversity, creativity, energy, and awesome overcoming of duality and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. That was really good. I love these cards so far because, I I really need this. And what's weird about it is I start talking about something, I pull the cards, and it's just about what I was talking about. So I knew that the creator made me do this for a reason. It kept saying, you got to do this. And I put it off. He'd say, you got to do this. And I put it off. So I have a habit now of falling asleep at my desk, like just, and it's interesting because why not keep myself busy? Isn't that a good thing? Okay, Magic Spirit Oracle, and I love this deck. I love this one. This is so good. We got another 3. The sky was a beautiful golden orange tonight, and my husband, yeah, look how beautiful the sky is. I looked out and I said, yeah, that is pretty. About 5 minutes later, I look back and I says, or he says, it's golden now. It was just really orange. I said, wow, that is golden. I'm going to go take a picture of that. So I took a couple pictures of the sky tonight. I haven't posted it on my Facebook yet. Wow, is it beautiful? It just glistened gold. Wonder if that's the sign of the beginning of the gold here pretty soon. It should be interesting. Lots of interesting things going on out there. Everybody's paying attention. We got you are worthy of beautiful things. The servant queen, divine, magnetic, valuable. Look how beautiful. She's got the flowers in her hair, and the dragonflies, and the moon on her third eye. And looks like honeybees and ribbons. She's beautiful. Okay, what's she doing? I am worthy of the most beautiful things. You are blocking your blessings by believing you don't deserve them. You do recognize your patterns of self-sabotage and examine the choices you have been repeating. We enact and accept what we believe we are. Yeah, if we feel that we're worthy of something or we're not worthy of something, I know somebody that says it constantly, and it's bad juju. It's not good. You're bringing that negative crap right to you like a magnet, and I try to stay away from people like that because I don't want their negative shit. I'm good. I don't know them. Make it beautiful. Don't make it ugly. You can't get any more ugly than it is right now, but let's make it beautiful. If we can. We can. I mean, we can make a ugly beautiful. So, okay, let me find out where I was. Okay. I'm gonna reread this a little bit because this is kind of interesting. We enacted and accepted what we believe we are worthy of. Raise your standards. You are meant for better. It doesn't matter what you've been through, where you come from, rich or poor, healthy or unhealthy, circumstances, or what others may think of you or tell you. It doesn't matter how others have put you down. You are still worthy. You are a valuable soul and someone who seeks to find the magic of this world. And these who seek are the ones who find. That's interesting. Just like the story of Cinderella, who was made to believe she was worthless and a servant to her family, only to be visited by a fairy godmother spirit who offered her blessings and magic. If she was willing to believe she was worthy of them, all she had to do was accept them, and she would go on to live a life of royalty, beauty, and abundance. She was always meant to be a queen. It's okay if you also forget that you are the magic, but it's time to remember again. Come home, spirit can only give you when you believe we are worthy of. So expect excellence, speak it into existence, summon miracles. Yeah, we can speak this into existence. That's just the smallest writing. Kind of really dark light too. My light isn't that great at night. Will you accept the blessings you are being offered? This is a potent time for magic in your life. Your fairy godmother is here now. Your guide's ancestor, and angels are listening, let them assist you. Visualize yourself as a magnet for beautiful things, beautiful experiences connected, therefore, synchronicities and blessings. Imagine abundance swirling all around you and entering your soul and your life. Luminous rainbow energy, blooming flowers, dazzling vibrations, all aboard you and your family within you. It's always and already here, and more is coming. Believe, expect, receive. Wow, that was a good one. I think we're going to be expecting a lot of things because we get some dividends going on out there from the tariffs. I guess Trump invested in us. He invested money for us. I'm pretty sure we're going to be having universal income here pretty soon, which will be our dividends. It's going to be interesting. Wait. Okay, now the Messenger Oracle wanted to come out and play. It's been a while since they wanted to come out and play. First one to come out was the dragon, and it's respect your boundaries. Now, this is a good one. Do not, I repeat, do not let someone take advantage of your boundaries. Do not help someone that's going to step into your boundaries. Always keep your boundaries. Others will not respect the emotional boundaries that you set within your relationships. If you do not respect them yourself, know yourself, love yourself, if you do not accord yourself the same care you desire from others, then you will not be shown care. If you do not honor your own truths and dreams, then nobody else will. Honor yourself by treating yourself with the same care and in the same manner that you wish others to treat you. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't want to run into somebody that's passed or anything like that, or anybody that I have saved people in the past. I know that a couple people, but life goes on, I mean, they needed saving, I was there and I could do it and that was fine. I'm sure people have saved me. I was talking to my little brother one night and I was always had to babysit. Babysit, babysit, babysit. I hate it. I was wanting to go out and do my thing and not babysit. So I was talking to my little brother one day and recently, and I said, all the stupid books I had to read for you, and like flying over the sea of bubbly goo and shit. It's like, yeah. I said, I said, I actually think it probably was a good thing. So what? I said, I was home babysitting you, and I wasn't getting in trouble, and I wasn't dying that night, and that was meant to be. So you probably saved my life. Who knows? And he was shocked I said that, but I really meant that. Now, do not fear the unknown. These cards are very, very interesting right now because he's got the black, either raven or crow feathers with bells. It's blind too. Do not fear the unknown. The ugly is not always bad and evil, and the beautiful not always good and just. Failure is not permit predetermined, nor is it a given that others laugh at you if you choose to follow your dreams. It is your fear of the unknown that makes you question and judge. Do not let anyone experience be the truth that guides you. Do not allow your fear of an unknown outcome to hold you prisoner. You own you own your own experience could be both different and rewarding. Live. Just live. And I kind of tend to agree. Sometimes we go into the hermit mode, and then to the fool mode. I said to my husband the other day, I said, I want to go zip lining. He goes, you're not going to go zip lining. You're scared to death of heights. I said, you know, I need to start doing something in my life. Things I wouldn't normally do. And I found some go-kart. I'd go-kart race. I'd definitely do that. And some other stuff. And that looks fun. I haven't heard nothing about that. We'll see. Okay. And we got trust the magic. Magic is the mysterious and coincidental. It is at the heart of those moments of knowing. It is woven into the awareness that there is more to life than what meets the eye. Has they already done crows or ravens? I don't think so, because those are like right now a power animal for you. So watch one. Okay. Now we got intuitive whispers, oracle. That's some interesting cards. I have two of them. And I know I got that one second. So I got number 28, which is 10, which goes down to a 1, and that's like new beginnings. Gift yourself. What is the best gift you have ever received? What was it about that made what is the best gift you have ever received? What was it about that gift that made it so special? Maybe the gift made you feel loved, seen, and understood. We all love receiving gifts, but it can also feel joyful to give a thoughtful gift to someone else, spending time and effort thinking about what they would love. What if you could give a gift for yourself with that same level of love and thoughtfulness. What do you desire in this moment? Here's your chance to give to yourself a gesture of all love because you're worth it. I like that. Full of crystals. I need better lighting in here or better glasses. Better, bigger writing, maybe. 14, which goes down to a 5. Feel into emotions. And the number 5 is change. Ooh. Ah, got the flower in there with the butterflies in the flower and snake going into the mouth. And this should be interesting. Feel into emotions. How do you feel in this moment? Close your eyes and feel. Notice the sensation and emotions running through you. But we often are emotions rather than feeling. And sometimes ask you how you are. Do you answer with how do you think you should feel as how you truly feel? I'm thinking, I've been thinking about that too. Usually when we talk to somebody and ask them how they feel. Okay. If somebody asked me how I felt, let's just do a scenario. I'd say, I'm okay. You should be able to tell by my voice, my gesture, my eyes, that I'm not okay. Have you ever seen this person do that? He asks if they're okay like that. Ask again the next week if they're okay like that. And it is what it is, and it's your decision. Everything is your decision. Think about it. If you're having a bad day, it's your decision. Your decision to get out of that situation, your decision to react, and unfortunately, your decision to walk away. So it's something to think about. Okay, now the Starseed Oracle, Star Family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. You're part of a team of souls. Okay. Star Family, you're part of a team of souls. Call in support. At some stage, we were each a part of a soul cluster, a gathering of souls who broke away from one other to experience themselves individually. Those who are part of your soul cluster are part of your star family. Your star family are those souls who are cut from a similar cosmic cloth. At some stage, we were each a part of that cluster. You know that someone is part of your star family when you feel like you know and remember them from the moment you met. They feel instantly familiar and comfortable. Time both risks. It can sometimes feel like looking in the mirror because, in a way, think about the people in your life. Who do you feel a part is part of your star family? If this card comes up in a spread, it's likely that you've met someone who is part of your star family or you're about to. Hmm. Who do you think is from the same star family as you? How can how can you call upon them for support? That was interesting. Okay. Oh, my life has been so crazy, up and down like a roller coaster. You have no idea, but all I'm gonna say is it's gonna get better. Trust me. I'm gonna keep total positive. I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna stay as positive as possible. So we are going to the Enchanted Map Oracle. And we got, let me see what we got. Yeah. The first one we got was 22. You know, these numbers. Phew. Intention. With the eggy and the little dandelion white afro and the wise owl. So that's new life, new beginning, wisdom, blown in the wind, and a master number and intention. What is the intention on there? Is the owl want the egg as its baby, or is the owl gonna protect the baby? Well, it's basically something's protecting the egg because it's up on a pillar. Deliberately clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mask. Oh, you're hitting your mark. Excuse me. The lighting is not good. These letters are really small. I usually do this in the daytime more than the night because I don't have a lot of light here. You gotta buy another light, so that's on the to-do list. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allowing for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. I am seeing, I'm seeing someone sitting on a couch. They're smart, but they're lazy. They're out of balance. They're safe, like safe and warm at mommy and daddy's house or something. But with the dandelion, which is already to the little fuzzy thing stage, it's used up. All that needs to be done is somebody blow on it or the wind blows on it and it takes it away and you've got nothing left but stone. And this would be empty. So yeah, this is kind of like a beware card. Hey. Now, with the 22, we got the 10 of cups, and that is completion. This is clarifying the 22, the intention. You can feel blessed for the life you have. It's time to celebrate. This is family, love, weddings, home, security, children, and celebration. See, there's something going on with this intention because this is the clarifier for that. It's an additional meaning to the 10 is finding your dream home and having children. Children thrive and your home is a hive. Finding your dream home and having kids. Yeah, you got to set your intentions and make sure they're right for you and anybody that's around you. If you're going to do the completion, make sure it's not harming anyone. There's a lot of people right now having affairs out there on this Tinder thing or something like that, and that's not good. Not at all. Okay, we got a 50, and that's the compass. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the directions of your higher power, you will never be lost. You're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences to stay on the highest path of your destiny. You'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or highest power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find what you're looking for. It's not there. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that Spirit is working in your life, or even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass with Spirit as true north will send that will never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we got the Eight of Swords with that, the compass. And that is get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what yeah, this is restrictions. Eight of Swords. Okay, that worries me with the compass. The compass is trying to find its way, but it's getting restrictions. Mm. Get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what others think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of the demands of others. Separation, fast, tremendous back of. Mm. I would think about that one. I would go over the compass with the restriction and see if there's anything like you're gonna go somewhere and you're being restricted is what I would look for, because that is it's five is change, and it's to me it's like you're going on like your own journey, like your little journey, and you get there and there's restrictions that you weren't aware of. Okay, we got 32, and I love this one. It's Magic Prayer. And it's a five, just like a long compass. And the five is beautiful. Speak your prayers, listen for the answer, act in faith. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you. When you're in need, that said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the driver. This, Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine forces within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires. See, I think she's, yeah, as long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on a light path. This is, you know what, it was like that something was trying to talk to me. I don't know what was going on, but it was just like the last couple cards, it was like I couldn't even concentrate. It was like something wanted to say something, and I just like to talk. And I was like, that's not good. Okay, I don't even know what the hell I said on that one, but the magic prayer is an amazing card. I mean, all you have to do is say magic and prayer together and basically know what this is. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't pray like you always did, the ritual prayer. I would pray within and actually have a beautiful talk and discussion with the mother and father. Okay. Okay. We got a 15. The vortex. Temptation. Temptation. What else could temptation say? How they're drifting apart. If you decide it's time to break an agreement or habit or anything like that, don't let your current circumstances dictate what you take back to your powers. So basically, this one's like take back your powers. See right here, you're kind of giving it away. That was before that. You're restricted on something, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, look at it. Getting all of this. And then you got temptation. And actually, temptation was supposed to be after this one, but it skipped it. I know why. Okay. This is the last one on the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it's the number 9, and it's Stormfields. Of course I'd get that one. Why wouldn't I? Had enough storms down here, why not? Okay. Stormfields, tornadoes. This too shall pass. An uncomfortable chaos is surrounding it. Look, just tell me she get it. Okay, here we go. An, an uncomfortable chaos is surrounding things that you've left unattended may be the cause of some conflict. Pent up energy needs released, just as a storm in nature must break. For these events occur when the electricity between opposites forces stirs things up and creates temporary disorder. Not all storms are destructive. Rather, they serve nature by bringing rain to the ground and wind to the trees, enabling seeds to be widely distributed and continuous growth to be ensured. Just remember, so interesting. So, whatever is being stirred up inside you or between you and another will benefit you later. The sun will shine again and new growth will be observed. Don't be afraid to shake things up a little. Well, that's tornado stuff. So, I mean, we get a lot of tornadoes in areas. So, everybody be careful out there. There's a lot of crazy stuff, and anxiety is the clarifier for that. The Nine of Swords, which was, I was a nine, I was an 18, which is a nine. Three nines, that's Tesla. What ties you in knots at 3 a.m. looks small in the light of day. Try to keep perspective when negative thoughts get in the car and come here. Panic attack, fear, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, mental, and observation. Okay, that was it. Now, I don't know why, but lately, and it's not even because I'm tired, but lately I noticed that it's like there, I go quiet and it's like I just went into like another dimension or something. It's like my mind just, I'm somewhere else. You might notice it with me a couple of places, but my husband's been noticing it and I noticed it a couple of times now. It's like I'll be sitting there and I'm just like somewhere else. Um, I don't even drink, and it's like I'm looking at my eye through my eyes. My eyes are like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. You might be going through some things like that too. So pay attention to what your senses are going through. And a lot of people are not eating good. They don't want to eat. They're not hungry, which I went through that too. And I still go through that. My husband's going through it. I know a lot of people are going through it. They're sick of the food too. You can tell it's 3D printed. I know that a lot of these fast food places, I know KFC did it. Their chicken's printed because they decided to do that. So we haven't eaten chicken in a long time. My husband, we quit eating chicken and found out all the crap that was in it. But anyway, now I'm gonna be up for a while. See, I'm not tired. Just there's a lot of things going on, like I said, in my world. I'm sure there's a lot in your world too. That's why I did this collective, because gotta be with my family once in a while. You know how it goes. All right, everybody. I hope that everybody's really taking it easy and being careful out there. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.